Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I'm a full-time reseller. On today's video, it is part of my series. I need to come up with a name for it, but I haven't quite yet. Where I am going over different words to describe different, styles of clothing. Not last week, but the last video that I did do, I did go over different types of plaid. Today I am going to go over just a couple different variations of sleeves. I would say that this is mainly going to pertain to women's clothing. There could be some, that go with men's, but I am definitely seeing the majority of this with a women's garment. So the first one is a puff sleeve. That's going to be a sleeve that is going to normally be a little bit shorter, probably from the shoulder to the elbow, and it's going to have some sort of cuff and then puff out, hence the name puff sleeve. You normally see this on blouses, dresses. It has become pretty popular, I think, with a lot of the more feminine looking dresses. Another one that is similar to that, but it is actually a longer version, is the bishop sleeve. So that one's going to have the cuff at the wrist, and then it will also kind of puff out at the shoulder, or it could just be kind of like a baggier puff all the way through until it hits the cuff. This one I normally see on more elevated or more elegant type pieces. This sleeve you don't really find just on traditional normal shirts. So staying in that same realm of kind of a puff sleeve, the balloon sleeve is putting those two together. So it's going to be a long sleeve, but normally it will have a cuff that is tighter from the wrist and then like halfway up the arm, not quite to the elbow, like to your mid forearm, and then it will puff out from the shoulder and go down. Next up is a cap sleeve. This one I see quite frequently in dresses, t-shirts. It is like the shortest sleeve you can have from being sleeveless. It's just going to be just that little piece of fabric that goes over the shoulder. Next up is a petal or tulip sleeve. This one's going to hit from the shoulder to the middle of the arm. It is short, and then it will have overlapping fabric that somewhat resembles, leaves or petals of a flower. Next up is a flutter sleeve. This one can also have a split in it as well. That is what I'm showing you today. It's going to be, tight at the top and then loose and flowy. With the split, the two pieces of fabric will not be connected. They're only connected at the shoulder. You see this a lot on dresses. Next up is going to be the poet sleeve. So this one is going to be a long sleeve. It could potentially be like 3/4 length as well. It will go down to either your wrist or, middle of your forearm. And normally it has an elastic piece. Then after the elastic piece will be a frill or some sort of ruffle to end the sleeve. Similar in that one is the bell sleeve. I'm sure we've seen this everywhere with the big boho trend and kind of a hippie trend. That one is going to start off fitted from the shoulder until about halfway down the arm, and then it will kind of flow into a bell shape, hence the name bell sleeve. Next up is the dolman sleeve. This one can be a little bit different in lengths on the arm. It will start off with a really big hole where your arm is coming through from the chest area, and then it will taper down into either the wrist or the forearm depending on how it is. This one can also be called a bat wing. When I was doing a little bit of research for this, I did see that, some people call a bat wing is a little bit different, but to me they look very similar. So those are the only sleeves I'm going over today. I will pop up a couple pictures here of just some things that I keep by me while I'm listing, or, on my phone in case I need to quick reference something when it comes to sleeve styles. Not everyone is looking for a poet sleeve, not everybody knows what that means, but there could be someone that is. So if you do have that, you might want to throw it in your listing in case someone, pops in black shirt with poet sleeves or something along those lines, then your listing should pop up for them. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.